Hey bombshells! Okay, so with summer coming on up and just trying to get that sexy little hourglass figure, I wanted to talk about waist trainers real quick because when I was shopping for Ivy Park Beyonce's new line, the one in front of me, her and this sales associate were talking about how they were ready to get their waist snatched, and she had this beautiful waist trainer with flowers on it and everything looked all colorful. And it just, got me thinking about us and waist trainers and y'all my bombshells. So there's just three little secrets, or not necessarily secrets, but things just to keep in mind and to know about waist trainers. Your body is your body, so I will never make any decisions for you, and I respect every decision that you make for yourself. But there's just three things that I just think everyone should know about waist trainers. Number one is that waist trainers, there's a difference in between, I just knocked something on the floor, don't know what that was. There's a difference in between doing the hard corsets, like the ones that are solid, that do not move, and then using the waist trainers, which you'll see most of them are made out of latex, but they have a little bit of flexibility to them. So the hard corsets you do not want to use at all, for a lot of reasons, but there's absolutely no give to that. And I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures of the woman, I forget what tribe it is, but it's very attractive for them to have long necks, and so they link like bracelets on their necks to stretch them out. But if you take the bracelets off the neck, then they'll actually suffocate because they'll die because they've stretched it out so far that the muscles don't work anymore. Now, I'm not saying the same thing happens with a waist trainer, but when you don't use a muscle, you lose it. So I think a lot of times we think with the waist trainers, and that's why at least the waist trainers have a little bit of flexibility. The hardcore cassettes do not have any give to them. So definitely try and stay away from those hardcore corsets. The other thing that they do is that when you put it on, like, let's see, if I grab this right here to show you. So if I squeeze this way, if you have any intestines, or pretend like these are all your intestines and your heart and everything is right here. So if I were to squeeze, look what happens to this piece of paper. Like, everything is going to get all squished up. And so when everything is that compacted, it's going to make it harder to breathe. So the second thing with waist trainers is that you never want to wear them to exercise. Never, never, ever want to wear them to exercise. Your body has its own corset. So you have your muscles, this is your spine right here, right? And you have your multifidi right here and transverse abdominis right here. So your spine has its own built-in corset, and it's very, very important that when exercising, you're utilizing those muscles, making them work instead of having something else work. But then also on top of it, you're able to breathe. And so if you have everything squished up in there, then your diaphragm can't expand, so you really can't breathe nice and low. And it can help you to lose weight, but sometimes not in the way you may be thinking of, because you lose your appetite. It's a little uncomfortable. So it helps with that, but this is about being hot, healthy, and sexy on your own skin in the long run, and not just for a few days or a few weeks. Now, that being said, I'm not saying I'm 120% against it, like never ever do in your life. I'm just saying be conscious about it. So maybe treat it like, I don't know, say like a bracelet, but it's something that you might put on from time to time to accentuate, but that it's not going to be the end all be all of everything. I know there's a study done, and learned this in sociology class, and like for a man's eye, it's more appealing if you do have that smaller waist. The smaller the waist and the wider the hips, the more attractive it was. But Jasmine Gomo, I'm not going to go on my rant about this. But if you're doing it, please do it for yourself, And I'm not saying you're not attractive, without one or with one. And I'm not trying to make rules, but y'all my bombshells, I just want you guys to be safe and to be healthy, because the healthiest version of you is the hottest version of you. So just a few little tips that just to keep in mind that please, if you do it, please don't wear it while exercising because you can't get that breath in, and your body already has its own built-in mechanism. So if you wear it from time to time to accentuate, totally with you, gorgeous. But just know, like, you are hot, healthy, and sexy on your own, and just to really rock the real you. And the real you on a night out with your girls, you want to get extra gussy up and you want to, throw on a waist trainer, as long as it's not too tight and something you're comfortable doing, like, have fun. Like, life is meant to be, like, have fun. And I used to be totally against them and say, no, never do it, ever, 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 ever. And, like, look who girls are doing, like, oh, no, they need to exercise now. I'm not going to say that because it's not about tearing anyone else down. It's just lifting us all together. So do whatever makes you beautiful, but while it also makes you healthy. So that's it, my love, and have a beautiful day. Bye.